It is Friday and the official start of the party weekend. I'm quickly going to make my bed and then I'm heading off to town for my vaccine appointment. It is all go, go, go this morning and I'm a little bit stressed because it's a little bit rushed, but I've just had my second rabies vaccine. The woman who does it is really good. She's really quick and it barely hurts. Now, next up. The house has been cleaned and I've got everyone's lunch orders for today. So I'm feeling much happier. I'm now going to Beeston and collecting the cake. I mean, it's definitely clean, but not thorough. Like, look at the layer of dust behind the TV. Even like, but anyway, it's okay. I do like how the cleaners have done the carpet in both of the bedrooms. And then I've put out my dad and his girlfriend's towels. So hopefully they'll sleep well. This room's really just been vacuumed. And then the utility has been mopped. This has been cleaned. I haven't checked in the toilet yet, actually. Ooh, pink. Definitely not mine because I do it in blue. Little bit disappointed that they sprayed this, so hopefully that doesn't damage. Otherwise I will have to repaint, which is annoying. And then the kitchen, they have mopped and done the floors. Look at how pretty they made the kitchen roll. That's definitely not me doing that. I was hoping that they would do the bin on the inside, which they haven't, but I can do that now, so it's not the end of the world. I told them not to do the kitchen worktop. Panicked then for a second. I had a mark on it. I told them not to do the kitchen worktop or the dining table, because the dining table, I've put this protective mat over just for this weekend, because otherwise I'll be stressing about it getting scratched and stuff. The tablecloth is going over the top, so although it doesn't look the best right now, there will be a tablecloth covering it when like all the guests arrive. And then they've done the clean the oven. It was an extra £35, but it now looks pretty much brand new. They've got all the grime off the inside and cleaned this glass, which I was really struggling to get clean. The only thing they couldn't do is, how did she show me? The only thing they couldn't do is take off the glass panes because of a screw. So they said that there's still a few marks in there, but that's not the end of the world because I cover it up, as you can see. So yeah, I'm quite impressed. They're very quick, very on it, really. So I am now heading to Beeston, like I said, to collect the cake. I've popped on a new lipstick, and it's called a plumping one. I like the colour. I mean, I don't particularly think my lips look more plump, but maybe they do. Maybe I'm just naive. No. Maybe I'm just, what's the word? Oblivious. Maybe I'm just oblivious to it. But yeah, I'm heading off. I have just got back from Beeston and I've just opened the cake and it looks really good. The colours are slightly different to what I had asked for. And it's got more jungle vibes than garden vibes, but it's not the end of the world. So I'll show you it now and then I'm going to pop the bits on because actually I think they will fit in the box. So I don't have to decorate when I get to the pub. Look at how cute it looks. They said that these sort of bits will go. Apparently it's just condensation from the fridge. Okay, this is the finished product. That's as far as my baking and decorating skills can go. It's a shame this is facing that way because otherwise it would have been perfect here. And then I thought to put the shovel and spade here, but they wouldn't stick. And then I've just added the watering can here. But a little bit of gardening, a little bit of jungle, a little bit of 70th. I've just got it out to trial on the cake board, which it does spin, but I think it'll be okay. And all back in the box, ready to be hidden away. girlfriend arrived. We had a nice little catch up, had a quick lunch of like paninis, toasties and some like nibbly bits, and then headed out to the cinema to see Avatar 3. It was really good. I was quite impressed. It was a long film, but it didn't feel that long and surprisingly emotional. Like I cried up multiple times. So yeah, really impressed. Didn't need to go to the toilet at all because it went flying through. It was really fast paced and kept me interested the whole time. Then we went to Bella Italia for some food, and then we've just got back and we're going to play some board games. It is almost midnight. I am whispering because my dad and his girlfriend are hopefully asleep upstairs. We went to bed about an hour ago, so I've been waiting, trying not to fall asleep. I've just brought the balloons down with me from the spare bedroom. I'm losing my voice at the same time. And they were a lot louder than I wanted them to be. So I'm now going to put the balloons up, decorate the lounge, and hopefully he hasn't woken up. It's an hour later and I've just about finished decorating and setting up, and I've put most of the things that I can in the car ready for tomorrow. The only thing I haven't is the balloon arch from upstairs, but it was really loud bringing this one down, so I don't really want to bring another one down, so hopefully I can distract Dad in the kitchen while I take it to the car tomorrow morning before I go to the pub. I've got some washing and some flowers to put in the bin, but I don't want to make any more noise because I have been so loud. I'm just hoping he's not heard it, or at least not thought it was from me decorating downstairs. But anyway, we'll see how it goes. That balloon arch was the bane of my life. It looked so good the other day, and then today I've had 2 balloons pop and I just can't get it to look right. But I'm happy with how it looks now. It's just on the wrong side. He's awake because I've just got the notification on my camera. So let's head downstairs. So my sister's just arrived for this first surprise of the day. Well, the second surprise of the day, I guess, after the decorations. She's now entertaining. I'm going to go and get ready for the day, and then I'm going to nip out to my appointment. So I've just got to the pub. My dad thinks I'm at a vaccination appointment and I didn't correct him, and I'm just going to start decorating the room now. So we've got the boardroom, which I'm really happy with. We had an extra chair, so I've got rid of that. I've put the high chairs out, and then the little bits of decoration that I have. It's not too much, it's not overkill, but I actually think it works quite perfectly. I'm really happy with how it's all turned out. Hopefully it will be a success. Walk time. The room is very much out of place. My whole house is really. I've tidied up and washed up as much as I can, and I think it's been a successful day. I hope my dad's enjoyed himself anyway. Just put the dishwasher on and we're all heading to bed, 11:30, and I am knackered, but I'm glad it's been successful. It is now the next day. I've just woken up. My niece actually woke me up just moving around on the bed, which is fine. So we've come downstairs, had a bowl of cereal, and we're just about to watch Moana 2. Everyone else is upstairs. I have got food in for like a full English breakfast, but obviously we'll wait till everyone wakes up to have that. It's about 7:30, so hopefully they'll be awake in about 2 hours. So I've got sausages, bacon, eggs, tomatoes, croissants, and half-baked baguettes. So I'm very excited.
You're precious human again.
Just used her to get my hook.
I find this so funny. I'm just covering up my sister's number plate, but we've got my dad and my sister's car on my drive, we've got my car on the road, and then my other sister's car on my neighbour's drive. It is now Sunday. I am ready for the day, and the house is a little bit chaotic, a little bit of a mess, but I'm trying my best to stay on top of it. Everyone ended up staying here, so originally the plan was for my dad and his girlfriend to have the spare bedroom, my older sister and her family to have my bedroom, and then me to have the sofa bed. My older sister then booked a hotel because she wanted to have separate beds for everyone, which I just couldn't facilitate, obviously, but her partner ended up not coming, so she did end up staying here. So she then had the sofa bed with an air mattress on top, and then my niece had an air bed in my room, and my little sister slept here. My little sister and her partner were going to stay at my cousin's house, which is 10 minutes down the road, but we all managed to sleep here, so it was fine. Sleeping arrangements worked well. It's just the shower is a bit of a tight. My sister's just got out of the shower, but we are going to be heading out for a meal shortly and then going to Twycross for the Lantern Festival. I think the hair's getting a little bit greasy, but it is getting washed tonight. We're at the Lanterns at Twycross and I'm very impressed. trail is slowly coming to an end, but I've honestly been so amazed. Definitely worth the £19, and it's actually a lot cheaper on other days. There's so many and they're huge, a lot more detailed than I'd anticipated. Got back to my house. I drove my sister and my sister has just left to head back to Yorkshire. We have had a very tiring, very busy, but very fun, jam-packed weekend, and I'm so glad all the surprises have been pulled off. It started with my dad and his girlfriend arriving on Friday, and we had some lunch here before heading to the cinema, and then to see Avatar, and then to Bella Italia for some food. Came back here and just chatted and watched some TV. And then on the Saturday, my sister showed up and surprised my dad at breakfast time. We headed to the pub where I surprised him with everyone else there waiting. I told him I had an appointment in the morning when I went to decorate the pub. So that worked out well. We all went for a walk around Wallington Park and then came back to mine for like a buffet and just a chit chat chill. And then all my dad's girlfriend side of the family left. My older sister and my younger sister stayed, and we just had a chill evening. And then today I made a full English breakfast for everyone. We went out for lunch to Pesto, which is a beautiful Italian restaurant, which was delicious, and I'm so glad everyone enjoyed it, because I didn't realise quite how far away it was. So it was a little bit out of the way, and so I did apologise to everyone, but everyone really enjoyed it and wants to go back, so that's good news. And then we went to the lanterns at Twycross Zoo, which, like I said, was honestly amazing. It took almost 2 hours to get round. We stopped for a toasted marshmallow for my niece, and then for drinks and cake at the very end. So we were there from like 4:30 till just before 7. But the actual thing took us about 2 hours, and it was only supposed to take between 60 and 90 minutes. There was a lot more than I thought. They were a lot more detailed, a lot bigger. The only disappointment I had was that at the start especially, it was very, very busy and packed, and you couldn't really take in the experience. But about a third of the way in, everyone started to sort of separate, and then it felt better. But I was a little bit worried that they'd overbooked and oversold tickets, but it's not the end of the world. And actually I really enjoyed myself, and I think everyone else did too. At least everyone told me they did. I've got so many washers, tidying ups, and lots of organising to do because the house is a little bit of a disaster, but the sleeping arrangements actually worked okay, like I said this morning. So this was my niece's blow-up airbed, and then me and my little sister slept in here, and then my other baby niece and my older sister slept in here on the sofa bed, which I can sleep on the sofa bed, but it is a little bit of a harder sort of mattress because there's metal poles running through it. So I popped an airbed on there for them, and then my dad and his girlfriend slept in here. Like I said, the sleeping arrangements in the original anticipation of planning this sort of weekend was that I was going to sleep on the sofa bed, and that my sister and her partner were going to sleep in my room, and then my little sister and her partner were going to sleep at my cousin's. But then my sister and her partner decided to book a hotel room, so I decided we wouldn't bother getting up the sofa bed. And then my little sister's boyfriend decided he couldn't come, so there was no point her going to my cousin's, so we just shared a bed. So that's why I put my sister on the sofa bed with the air mattress, because I hadn't changed the sheets and I'd already slept on them. So yeah, if that needed explaining, that's basically why. Anyway, I'm absolutely shattered. I've had a very busy, full-on weekend, and I didn't sleep very well last night just because I'm used to having a bedroom by myself. I'm used to not sharing a bed. I also had my niece with me who snores, and I'm pretty sure she sleepwalks, which is fine, but I was worrying about her. So I didn't sleep very well last night. So I think what I'm going to do is completely ignore all the mess, close the doors on those issues and deal with them another day. I'm going to get ready for bed, have an early night, and then start my night shifts tomorrow, and deal with the rest of the house later on in the week. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you had a lovely week. I've had an amazing weekend. I will speak to you next time. Bye bye.